Recently, I completed the longest and most physically challenging mountain bike race I've ever done, the BC Bike Race. If you want to see the videos from that, just click this link that's popped up in the top right-hand corner. With 322 kilometers and almost climbing the same height as Everest, it was an incredibly tough event. But I was curious to see what would happen to my body weight after this much activity. With my final race time of 25 hours 34 minutes and a rough estimate of burning 500 to 600 calories per hour, that puts me at almost 13,000 calories burnt over the week at a minimum. Surely I would have dropped a few pounds. I headed to Rebel Fitness in Squamish and met up with gym owner Keith.
So Keith,
yes.
What's the first step for using this?
First step is for you to take your shoes off.
I better do that then.
Yes. We're gonna need your age and your height to set this properly.
32.
32, 31.
What is it
32.
default to 30? I'm like, damn, am I over the minimum?
It's too bad when we're old. We're gonna set a feature here, so you're gonna be a male and an athlete.
Oh, that makes sense.
Are you a male athlete?
I'm a male athlete for
Perfect.
sure. Yeah, I'm 5'10". Good, I'm over that one. That's the most important one.
And once it goes to 0, you're ready to jump on there.
Okay,
Do you want it in pounds or kilos?
We'll do it in pounds because I mainly have a North American audience.
Okay, perfect.
And everyone gets confused when I speak in metric.
Toes up on the front, heels on the back, and then it will start to spit out some information for us.
Whoa.
All right, let's see what we're getting. So if we roll through our numbers here,
Yeah.
so your body weight is 162.2. Your body fat percentage is 19.1.
19.1. What's
Yeah.
that like as a recommended thing for my body weight? No, for my height.
So it's healthy.
Okay.
You know, usually we want to have lower teens for very athletic individuals. Once you get below 10, you're going to start to see like the abs showing. It doesn't mean you're unhealthy.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
means that's where you're at. So if we look at hydration level, you're at 54.7. So usually for men, we want to get as close to 60% as possible.
Okay. I have also just done a workout maybe.
Oh, that's why. You might be a little bit low. So your muscle is 124.8 pounds. So that's your muscle mass. Minimum calorie requirement for a day is 1740.
Is that
So
if I
that's
sat still?
That's if you just stayed in bed all day, basically didn't do anything. Okay? And then this is your visceral fat. Now this is more of like a health concern, mainly in the stomach,
Yeah.
around your organs.
Okay.
So when you see like the classic beer gut,
Yeah.
that's where we're going to have concern about health issues, right?
Okay.
So right now it says you have a 5. 5 isn't a major concern, but the lower we have that number, the better off we are.
So what's like the max and what's the minimum?
The maximum could be an astronomical number, but let's not go there.
Okay.
And again, it doesn't mean you're unhealthy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just something to be observant of.
Well, I've just done 7 days of mountain biking, and I'm back with my boy, Keith,
Howdy.
to see if I've lost any weight after all that mountain biking, or how my body has changed. So I put on 2 pounds. My body fat percentage has gone up.
Okay, what was it before?
It was like 19.
Do you remember what your hydration level was?
It was below 60. It's probably the same.
Whenever we have a discrepancy here
Yeah.
with the hydration level, that will affect the body fat quite a lot. So if you're a little low on hydration, your body fat will go up quite a bit relative to this machine.
Oh, okay.
Because more water in the body means more muscle in the body. There's your muscle mass, and then this is your belly fat.
That's gone up.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was 5. How have I put on weight?
Well-
like that kind of weight.
You pigged out beforehand, right?
I did a little bit.
Yeah.
But then again, I was eating like...
Well, what happens whenever you do something at like a very high stress level? So mountain biking for 7 days straight, over 200 kilometers, is a lot of stress on the body.
Yeah.
That heightens your cortisol levels, which holds on body fat.
Oh,
So
okay.
it does the opposite of what a lot of people think might happen. In another week,
Do it again in
when
another
you've
week.
recovered and adapted, got back to normal nutrition and normal sleeping, and see if the numbers look more positive once you've fully recovered.
Oh, okay.
Because right now you're still in a stressed out state. So right now you're pretty stressed. Let's see what happens when you're fully recovered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and that'll be interesting to see what the numbers say.
Well, there we have it. No discernible difference. We ran the scales a few times and the results were pretty close to my stats at the beginning. As Keith mentioned, being a touch hydrated will change all of the numbers, and it's no surprise that my water levels were depleted. We never managed to follow up a week afterwards because, well... After all the training and build-up, I let loose and indulged. We'll leave it at that. But that's a pretty accurate representation for most concerned with weight loss. You put in these large efforts and then you lose that discipline. My weight isn't really a concern for me, I'm pretty fortunate. And that's not the point of this video. It was all about my own interest into what would happen after so much riding. The answer was that my body was put under a huge amount of stress, but largely it would seem that I was able to keep on top of my day-to-day energy stores. I hope you found this a little interesting, because I was for sure surprised by the end findings. Cheers punters, I'll see you next time.